Alrighty guys, how's it going this morning? We're up and at 'em. That barley is all cut down, and we got the swather out of the field. There we are, and there it is. So swather's in transport mode. That's a son of a bitch. One of these days, maybe one of these days, I'll get a pull type swather with a hydraulic transport or an SP, meaning self-propelled. It definitely won't be a newer self-propelled, but something along those lines. I don't got enough acres to bother at this point to bother with a big fancy SP unit for swathing. I think we got enough acres just about to have an SP mower conditioner, like hay bine or disc mower. Like with all of our hay acres and our green feed acres, here in the next year and a half-ish, we'll be, what would we be? 1, 2, 3, we'll be pushing 400 acres of hay. That should be enough acres to verify a SP, I would think. But until then, all of our equipment at this point is working and running the way it should. So we'll just keep doing with what we're doing, right? It's all paid for. So, except for Big Blue here. He's the only thing that's not paid for. But everything else is paid for. So why spend a shitload of money on stuff, right? But anyway, there's that swather. Massy Ferguson pull type, Massy Ferguson 35. It's a 25-foot swather. So yeah, it works for us at this point. We'll see what it's going to do in the oats. That's where we're moving. So we're going to pull it into our clover field because it takes a little bit of space to get this thing in and out of transport. So we're going to pull this sucker into the oat field or clover field, and I'm going to check the oats that we cut. Oats, barley, peas, clover, alfalfa, all mixed together. If I can bale, I'll bale. If I can't bale, I'm going to start cutting oats today. Until then, we'll catch you guys later. Alrighty guys, well, this stuff out here that we cut just here on Wednesday, basically it will bale. It's actually too dry to bale. In general on everything, except for right down here, right in the corners, like you can see where it was driven on right there. Where it was driven on, it's saturated wet. I can't bale that. So everything else is actually too dry to bale. So what I'm thinking about doing is I just can't win here. Okay, I'm missing the swath now. Anyway, what I'm thinking about doing is baling this stuff off in the evening when it's tough, and then in the corners where it was driven on, leaving that alone, and then coming in and raking that stuff after we're done baling, and then bale it up afterwards. It won't be very much, but still got to get it off the ground, right? And out here we had alfalfa and clover and so on and so forth seeded with this stuff, but I'm not seeing it. It was coming, and I don't know what happened. Was the crop too much for it and it killed it off? Will it come in now that we've cut the crop off? I don't know.
should have showed that scat.
Yeah.
See what it was.
We found some scat, in other words, shit. Don't know. It's just weird. It's not coyote shit. It's not bear shit or deer shit or moose shit or anything like that. Boom, boom, there's some ruts in there. So like in here, I won't be able to bale these corners because it was driven on. Anyways, it almost kind of looks like bear shit, which is odd for this area. But you do get the odd bear that strolls on through, so you never know, right? So what are we doing? Well, obviously, we're hooked to a swather, and that's an oat field right there that's still standing. So we're gonna give her a try and see if we can cut some of that stuff. See what it's gonna be like. Anywho, when I get over there, because I'm just going slow, when I get over there, I'll bring you all back. Talk to you then. Oh my God, guys, this is painful.
You better get ready. Give me your phone.
Here, you try doing this. It's up and down with the friggin' reel. Until you get past there. This side is really bad because it's lodging the wrong direction. And then once you get through the lodge stuff, you're okay, but where it's lodged, it's so bloody green. I think we're gonna have to wait a little longer for this.
You think? I think it's too green.
It's not that it's too green, it's just lodged the wrong goddamn way. Well, it's too green in spots.
In a lot of spots.
Come on, get out of there. There we go. Now we can go. But if you guys remember when we cleaned corrals last fall and put all that manure out here? Guess what? That's where it's friggin' lodged really bad. And that's where it's really green. Good thing my wife did a hell of a job of stone picking out here.
You're welcome. I'll get that stuff fell swather yet.
Turn your camera out this way for a sec. You see here? None of this had manure. None of this out here had manure. It's not lodged. Everything out that other side and where we just came through had manure on it. You back?
Okay, yeah.
Here, look how yellow it is. We need to be cutting this.
We'll split the field in half.
We might have to.
Okay, we'll come back.
Okay guys, so here it's lodged, but it's leaning right into the machine, and look at that, I can get basically everything without much grief. But there's some areas where there's so much fucking green. It's unfreaking believable. Like right in here, it's pretty green yet. And that's from having all the manure put down in here. Like, look how green that stubble is, right? Look at this lodge stuff. But it's all leaning into us. So I can pick it up pretty good.
Don't speed up. Slow down. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Slow down.
He's gonna put me in my grave.
But on the other side of the field where there was no manure, it's freaking ready to come down. So I really don't know what the hell to say.
Just
Hey?
take it.
Take it.
Why, it gets worse up there. Look at up there.
Yeah, it's really green up through there.
You should have got it desiccated.
Well, where the hell am I getting that money from?
You got money for fertilizer, you got money for desiccating.
Well, I don't got money for fertilizer, and I ain't putting fertilizer down right now. Oh, she's gonna be a fun field, that's for sure. Actually, you know what? It's this half of the field that's really green yet. That had all of that goddamn gamble crop shit on it. They said it was an soil builder. Is that why it's so green? Plus all the manure? I don't know. Nah, it's the manure. Because I did this whole one half roughly to where we are right now in manure. We did about 60, 70 loads out here. And it is friggin' green. Cutting green feed. I'm not cutting friggin' oats. Cutting green feed oats. Babe, what do I do? Do I cut across? Just go. Okay, we're gonna go, but I'm gonna have to let you guys go because it gets really nasty in through this area. We'll talk to you later. Well, I guess we didn't pick the rocks as good as we thought. We hit one.
It was buried though.
We caught the very top edge of that bastard right there, which is over out of the field now. And when we did that, right in the middle of the opening where the swath comes out, we hit 3 guards, bent every one of them up. It stopped the reel. It blew the belt for the knife drive. It was like, fuck.
Blew the belt and broke it.
Well, broke the belt. Blew the belt, broke the belt. So yeah, we are officially shut down from swathing for today because we need to do some fixing. And yeah, I think what's gonna come in here, I'm gonna come in here with a goddamn hay bine and all this super heavy lodge shit. This area, I'm thinking it's gonna get freaking cut and green feeded. I don't know. What do you think?
Fucking cows.
Pardon? What did you say?
Fucking cows.
Fucking cows. Because this is way too green. It's in milk stage. We'll go back the way we just came and we'll check the other end of the field where it's nice and yellow and we'll see what that looks like. But this stuff here, it's just in friggin' milk stage now. So that's no goddamn good. Now, if I could get turned around without hitting the fucking fence.
Yeah, no. You drive on this shit now.
Fun, fun, fun. Right? Isn't that what they say?
All the logs stuff now. Now you're good.
We're not out of the woodwork yet. Look at all the large stuff over there.
Well, maybe you should leave it for longer. You got your panties in a knot.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. That was the whole purpose of growing this, was to combine it. And you're like, it's not a combine. There's nothing in the head.
We'll just leave her sit for a while. See what happens.
Now this is all green feed.
So it's green feed. I bail it up. It's not the end of the world.
You wanted grain.
Well, I'll get the grain, yeah. I'll get the grain, baby.
Buying don't count.
Well, no, there's gonna be grain.
Not if you keep cutting it.
Oh, shit. Shit.
I told you.
Shitty. Okay, guys, we got to get back to the yard, get some fixing done here, and run to the city for a friggin' belt. And well, that's halfway the city, so hopefully he has a belt. Time will tell. We'll see you guys later. Alrighty, guys. So we've got this shield off. It goes on over top this belt drive system right here. Anyways, why, right? Well, remember I said earlier how we hit that big fucking rock, right? We hit it right here. The table where the guards all bolt to is still slightly bent right here. But I think it'll work the way it is. We blew the belt for the knife. That's called the knife. This thing right here is called the knife, and then all the sickles attached to it. So we blew the knife drive belt, which goes on here, which goes on here, and here, through here, and onto here. So we got to take underneath. This bolt has to be disconnected, taken out. That bolt goes to the knife, which is right there. So we got to take that out, disconnect it. And I'm thinking the easiest way to do this is slide the belt over that shaft, this pitman arm on the underside of it, and work the belt up onto this pulley, which is your pitman drive. And I don't even think they call this a pitman anymore. They just call it a drive pulley. Getting the belts through here, no big deal because there's a loop in them. I got to pull this pulley. Yes, I have to pull this pulley off and this pulley off. It's either that or we take this whole bracket, that both those pulleys, that might be easier. Take this bracket completely off. The reason this one has to come off, because of this here. See that? I can't get the belt around there. Anyways, so yeah. And then we also have to get these two belts off of here so we can get the belt over top of here. Nice. There's a whole lot of tear down that is required. CP went home to grab me some sockets. She'll be back here right away. We're basically going to fix this thing in the field. So I'm just working at getting this stuff off of here for now. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to continue at tearing stuff apart. We'll bring you back a little bit later. Alrighty guys, well, it's kind of a royal pain in the ass, but we got her. The belt is on. And so we were gonna undo all of this stuff in here, and then we realized that's a son of a bitch. So I ended up taking these three bolts out, this one, and the next one. Took this plate, lifted it up and we're able to get the belt on that way. I had to take this out, this bracket here with these two pulleys to get it around there. Had to take these two belts off to get it on there, but we got it now. So, and old straight pipes is here, and we were looking at the fucking swather, and he goes, hey, because he had one just like this. He goes, your reel isn't the same. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because I don't know shit about this thing, to be honest, guys.
Should have had it up more, because I noticed when I was dropping it, it straightened out.
But anyways, he said your reel is set farther back on that end than it is on this end. So how you were asking, how do you do that? See right here? 2 bolts. I believe they're 9/16 right there. We got to move this side to make it even to this hole.
Well, it's not a bitch.
Like when you look down the knife, guys, it looks like it should be straight, but by the bolt holes, it's not. By the bolt holes, it's not straight. It's not the same. From this end, it almost looks like it's right. But from the other end, it looks like the bat
Always going again.
It looks a little different. So we're gonna adjust it 1 bolt hole regardless. And I see our neighbor way out there.
Giving her.
You can see him right there. My landlord / neighbor that bought the other Massy combine where I got mine from, he's going on his wheat. So, but it's wheat.
Okay, let's give her.
So 9/16 or number 14 metric. So we're gonna adjust that side, and we'll talk to you all later. No, yes, guys, just so you know. So this is a swath right here. And yeah, there's grain on the ground. I'm not gonna deny it. There is some grain on the ground. But for how heavy of a crop this was, there ain't that much grain on the ground. And you might say, well, Brennan, you just shelled out all of your grain. Nope. The kernels are still in here. Even with raking, after it being so dry, see that? The kernels are still in these swaths. So we did lose a little bit. I'm not denying it when we cut it with the hay bine. But 90% of that grain is still in the swath. So anyway, I'm going home for some freaking lunch. Talk to you guys later. There's more product on most of this field than what that friggin' little hole can handle. I don't know if this friggin' swather has ever cut anything this heavy before. I'll bring you guys back after. This kind of sucks. Trying to fight with the machine in this stuff.
Do you still want to be a grain farmer?
What?
Do you still want to be a grain farmer?
Right now? No.
I could get some goats.
Fuck that shit, fucking goats. I'm gonna be a grain farmer. I'm not being a goat farmer.
Jesus.
There's been major issues. So there's a big chunk back there that I'm gonna run through it with a fucking hay bind. Because this machine doesn't want to handle that green shit. Am I having fun? No, I'm not. But I guess if you're gonna put the friggin' money into your crop, you should get something back for it, and we're getting something back for it, right guys? Okay, I gotta let you go because going this way sucks. Alrighty guys, so I know it doesn't look very dark in the screen, but it's way darker than I want it to be. The lights on the tractor are good, but for a pull type, right there, they're not good enough when you hit that ugly lodge stuff, that green stuff like that, there and through there, and it's just too hard to see exactly what's going on. And then it starts bulldozing, and you're too low or you're too high, and so on and so forth. So I'm shutting her down. It's 8 o'clock, another half hour, it'll be dark anyways. So if I had a self-propel and the lights were shining straight down on the machine, that would be better, but I don't got that. So this is where it is. So give us the old thumbs up, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, family, neighbors to all come on board and subscribe to BCP Farm and Trucking. This is old school type farming, guys. We don't have big fancy equipment. An old Massy pull type 35, 25 foot swather. But let me tell you, this old 25 foot swather, I'm gonna step out of the friggin' cab here. I want to show you guys something. Oh. Okay, you ready for this? Now, the hole on the back end of this old Massy 35, basically it's a Macdon, right? The hole is only 3 feet across. Now, when I say the hole, I'm talking about this gap from here to there. That's only 3 feet. And I'm not taking a full 25 feet, guys. And we're leaving a good 8 inches of stubble here. In some cases more than that. But look at this swath. It's like 6 feet across. See that? It's friggin' crazy. Some areas it's not quite that heavy, but on average it's anywhere from 5 to 6 feet across the whole bloody field. So she's a hell of a crop, I'll say that much. I hope Oats friggin' spikes in price all the way to friggin' $10 a bushel. That would be sweet. But as a cattle guy, and most of this oats I'm guessing is going to go as cattle feed, I'll probably be sitting around 7. But anyways, home is half a mile away, so I'll just walk it. I could use the exercise. Like right here is a lodge spot, and I was trying to get underneath, and it's just a big fucking pile here. I got lots of piles. I don't know what that's going to be like come combine time, but I guess we'll wait and see. Crazy. She's crazy. I'll let you go. Talk to you guys tomorrow sometime.